Well, got to get ready to go to the post office. And all right, so we're going to talk about credit repair. Um, When a lot of people get the master list, they're confused. They don't know where to start. They don't know where to start. First thing you want to do, you want to get a secure card. That's going to give you from 42 to 100 points. So if your score is at 500, that's a big increase. Let your credit repair agent work on your file. Let them work. Let them do their magic while you add value to your profile. Secure card first. Then you want to do self-lender. Self-lender is a CD that you pay into that increases your score by 30 to 90 points. Let me see here. You also want to do the Experian Boost. The Experian Boost is going to give you from 11 to 46 points. The Experian Boost gives you those points because it's reporting your cell phone, it's reporting your water bill, your electric bill, your cable bill. These are the bills that you just pay every month, and you get the service, but why not get the credit for paying it? So let's see here. Let me pull up the master list to see what we have here. Okay, now you have a thing called Kickoff. Kickoff gives you up to 40 points. So you want to start that. It's actually, I think it's like $2 to start, $2 a month to start, but might be a little more, but that's pretty good for you. Let's see here. There's also a retail trade line that is called ShopSimplio.com. That's also on the master list. But you can skip that. You want things that's going to add value. Now, if you do have Chime gives you a free secure card. If you don't have Chime, text me 610-470-8992, and I'll text you the website. It gives you $75 free, a secure card, and you get a debit card. Now, if you add your income to your debit card, it gives you the $75. But if not, you still get the secure card. The secure card is going to give you 38 points from the door. So I tried it. I got my 38 points. Then you have Grow Credit. Grow Credit is the same thing. It reports certain bills like your cell phone bill, your cable bill, different bills like that. Now, if you use DoorDash, now DoorDash reports. So that's good. So, you got to, let's see, these are things that no one tells you. On this channel, we tell you the best things, the newest things that you need to know to improve your credit. Not myths, not nothing crazy, so now let's say you're in a rush and you need about 200 points. you're gonna want to do the you're gonna want to do um, the double secure card plan. It's very easy. It's simple. You use the master list. You go to Open Sky. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can select one card and add $400 to the card, or you get two separate cards. Um, it's better to get one card at a time, because then they separate the points and you get more. So that's another way. A lot of people rush to pay for trade lines. Listen, if you want trade lines, we do sell trade lines, but I truly recommend that a secure card is better, because a secure card is going to will give you more points over time. So if you need a trade line, you go to my website, which is www.kirby'screditkingdom.yolasite.com. Lowest trade lines vary. Price varies from $175 and up. You want to look at the age of the trade line. You want to look at the amount of the trade line. A lot of people think that if they get a trade line for 15 to 25,000, and to be honest, that's not gonna listen. You gotta understand. So banks looks at a couple things. Banks look at your lines of credit. Banks looks at your percentages, and it's a whole different realm of different things that the banks look at. It's just not your score. Your score is like 5%. I wouldn't say 5%. I would say 25% part of your loan. So they look at the score, they look at your collections, they look at your hard inquiries, they look at your paper trail. That's why I tell people, if you're going to try to buy a house, a trade line is the worst thing you can buy, because the trade line is idle. The trade line is going to sit there and give you points. A secure card is going to keep on moving, because it's going to show activity. And when you show activity, that's what the banks want to see. They don't want to see a trade line. They want to see activity. And this is what a lot of these channels don't tell you. They want you to buy the trade line so they can profit. But real help comes from an individual that's going to guide you the right way. A secure card is the right way. It's always been the right way for decades. Most banks, you could go to any bank in the world, and if you come into a bank and you say, I'm having a problem with my credit, first thing they're going to offer you is a secure card, because that's the most valuable method that you can have on your credit file. Because guess what? It's going to give you points. Month after month after month after month, year after year after year, it's going to keep on going. It's not going to be like a trade line. It's going to keep on going. There's people that spend $700, $800, $900 for a trade line, and right now, guess what it's doing? It's sitting. It's not acquiring no points. It's just sitting. So you blew $800 when you could have did this. You could have took that same $800 or $400 or whatever it is, and put it on a secure card. And guess what? You would have got points for decades. But now you're sitting on the trade line, and that money is worthless, and you can't get the money back. And the great thing about a secure card is you can get the money back. People. People, you have to understand that there's a process to success. It's a process to success. If you're trying to do something and you just try to do it right away, then I say go ahead and get a trade line. But if you're trying to see your credit file be great over time, and later on down the road you might want a house, a car, a loan, a business loan, whatever, you don't want a trade line. If you're trying to do things in the next couple of weeks, or a month or so, then yeah, I would suggest a trade line. But just like I said, the trade line is going to fall off. Well, it's going to stay on your credit report. But after 60 days, it's not going to produce no points. So basically, it'll be worthless. So to me, honestly, it's a waste of money unless you got to do something within 2 to 4 weeks, and you have to have those points. This and that. Now, a lot of people say, well, if I have a trade line, I can get a larger line of credit. That's not true. That's a myth. What's going to get you a larger line of credit is if you have secure cards, a nice amount on a secure card, and you let that secure card sit for 6 months, 6 to 8 months. A credit card company is going to come along and they're going to offer you a $2,500 to $5,000 line. They're going to give you that. If you do well with that, in 6 months, they're going to give you a $10,000 line of credit because they think you're valuable. And to stay valuable, you have to make the banks believe that you are wealthy. Say it to me, you are wealthy. Yeah, there's a trick. In order to trick the banks, you can't touch that card. And if you do touch the card, you might want $10 to $20 worth of gas or a $10 to $20 item. And in 2 days, pay it off. Don't wait for the bill. Because broke people wait for the bill. That's not coming from me. That's just the terminology. That's how banks think. I'm just keeping it real. Don't get mad at me. If you wait to pay your credit card bill on the date it's due, banks think, okay, this person's broke. I don't want to deal with them. They can't do nothing for us. So I'm trying to tell you that. This is how they think. But when you pay that bill 2 days after you used it, they say, woo, I like this person. This is the customer. They'll say to themselves, this is the kind of customer we want at this bank. This is the kind of customer I want to give a loan to. This is the kind of customer I will give all the financing they need. And that's the key. That's what rich people do. Don't be fooled. The secret is out. Don't be fooled. You can do the same thing that rich people do and acquire the same method, acquire the same money. The rule of money is never spend your own money. Always spend somebody else's money. And when you learn that rule, you're better off in life. You get things that you're supposed to have, like larger lines of credit, loans, houses. But you got to follow that rule. You know what a trade line is? I heard this in a meeting I was in the other day. And a guy says a trade line is a poor person's way to come up. But it breaks you in half. So I asked him, explain yourself. He said, what happens is to a person, they use a trade line. He said they get what they want eventually, but then their score goes back down. And they're back in the same circle. They're back in the same mess, the same situation, instead of using the secure card where everything's fine from day one. You're using those cards and you take it off. You're going to see larger lines of credit. You're going to see doors open up for you. Many doors open up for you. But by using the trade line, the door is still closed. You might have got the trade line and got some points, got what you needed. But guess what? No doors have opened for you. You're still in the same sorry situation. This is why we put out the Master List. The Master List will open doors for you and your family. People promote this. People promote trade lines to make a profit. People promote trade lines to get ahead. They say, we're helping you. But tell me something. Are they helping you or are they hurting you? My honest opinion, they're hurting you. For a split second, they're helping you. For a split second. But the key is, there's no doors open. You can't live a life like that where there's no doors opening. The average person should have 5 credit cards. I don't care if it's a secure card or regular card, whatever. You should have 5 credit cards. Because guess what? Those 5 cards is going to give you points every month. Bam, 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 like clockwork. Let me do the math for you. The minimum amount you'll get from a secure card is 3 to 8 points a month. You times that by 5, that's 40 points a month. So that's 40 points a month, not including the 40 points you're getting from each card. So 40 times 5, that's 200 points. That's 200 points. That's 200 points. So with the 40 points, that's 240 points. Your current score is 500. So when it's all said and done, you're at 740 plus. You're in good credit. You're in a range to buy a house, get a good interest rate if you try to get a car, a house, whatever. And that's the master plan. The master plan is if you can focus in 2021 to have 5 secure cards, right? 5 secure cards, a credit sweep, and to keep those cards in the 8% to 20% range, you will have an 800 by Christmas. I've given you the design. I've given you the treasure. I've given you the information. It's up to you to follow the path. It's up to you to follow the design. What I've given you is what all the credit repair companies won't give you. They won't give you that because they want you to keep on coming back. You see, this is what it's about. If you want to listen, a lot of people just got the stimulus, right? Check this out. Most people blew it. Most people went to a sneaker store, got some more clothes, got this, got that. Didn't think about, what if I turn around and got 5 secure cards? That's 200 points. It's 200 points. And then guess what? It's not going to be like a trade line. You're going to get points for those cards every month. Woo! Now that's smart thinking. But guess what? It's not too late. Even if you focused on getting one card every month or every month and a half, guess what? You're going to climb. You're going to climb to the top. And I guarantee you, if you use my method, you'll be at 800. You'll be at 750 to 800 by Christmas. And that's the best Christmas gift you could possibly get from me. Is information. Quality information, good information, and legal information, and correct information. 99% of YouTube channels give false information. Then when you go try it, you're back to square one. If you're not back to square one, you've done something that is going to land you in jail, get you fined, whatever. You know, I talk to people all the time and say she was on YouTube and she used this guy's formula and now her husband's in jail. So it's like, she asked me, well, is there anything I could do to help her? I'm like, I'm the same guy. You told me, oh, you can't help me. I'm going to go to see this other guy. Now, your husband's sitting in jail. You're on your way to jail. And all I tried to do was help you. And the sad thing is that the detective that has her case, I actually cleaned his credit. And he said, you should have used Mr. Kirby. You wouldn't be going to jail. So it goes to show you that people listen to the wrong people. When you get the wrong advice, you go down the wrong road. But that's life. What are you going to do? So there's so many different methods to get to 800. Now, I know you're saying, Mr. Kirby, you gave us the method to get to 800. One thing you didn't do yet, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to tell you how to stay at 800. That's the biggest problem with people, because they get to 800 and their credit starts to fall. Boom, 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 boom. And they go crazy. They don't know what to do. I'll tell you what. If you have 5 secure cards, you will never lose the 800 status. Because what happens is, as your score drops, those 5 cards are going to be reported. That's what you want. You want constant reports. Because when something pops up, you're not even going to notice it. You're not going to see it. Because you have protection. It's protection. Secure cards is protection for your credit. Secure cards was never used to shop. Secure cards was used to protect your credit. You want a better score? You want to be protected? You don't ever want to see your score drop? That's the design. That's the key that you need. Every door has a key to open it. For your credit, that's the key you need. Because then if something happens to your credit, guess what? Those secure cards are valuable. They're a safety net. Let's say you jump out of a plane. You have a parachute. You're fine. Right? It's the same thing with secure cards. But if you jump out that plane and you have no parachute, man, oh man, you're in some big trouble. You're going to be in some trouble. The same thing. No secure cards, no protection. That is your security. Now, you don't have to listen to me. But trust me, I know what I'm talking about. It's one of the greatest investments you can ever make for you and your family. because it's going to give constant points. It's going to protect you versus a trade line. Listen, if you don't believe me, investigate. See what a trade line can do for you, and see what a secure. Banks choose secure cards way over trade lines, hands down, hands down. Well, I got to get to the post office. I'm running late. I got a couple of errands I got to run today. So if you need credit repair, we have a $79 package. We have a $99 package. We have a full credit, full sweep. And we have a credit repair lightning is $199. A lot of people like credit repair lightning because it moves fast. It takes more items off, more points, So, and we have updated the master list. It's probably a couple of things that was added to the master list. Like I said, you got to get serious. It's time to get serious. Now, I know most people think, well, I got to pay $200 for a secure card. And now there's other secure cards out there. There's $89. You need five to be comfortable. And now, people, don't get the 5 cards and shop like it. No, that's not what you want to do. Some of the cards you don't want to touch. And some other cards you want to spend $10, $20 and then pay it back right away. That's gonna actually go triple your points. The cards you don't touch the following month, do the same thing with those. So because you want your cards to be active, you just don't want them to sit. You want them to be just active enough where they're looking, they're watching you. Because by doing this, in 6 to 8 months, they're going to offer you a larger line of credit. And that's when the fun begins. That's when your life takes off. So, any questions, text me 610-470-8992. You can go to my website, which is www.kirby'screditkingdom.yolasite.com. And if you don't agree with me and you need a trade line, we sell discounted trade lines, 50% off on our website. So you can look at our website, check them out. We also offer check systems, removals. We also offer. It's tons of things on the website, tons of different things. If you're trying to start your own business, if you're trying to start your own credit repair business, trying to start your own drop shipping business, we basically do it all. We do advertising. We just do it all. So I got to go and have a blessed day.